This video is going to be about nothing. And I bet you heard that joke one too many times. Well, it's the first time for me. So let me get my dad joke out of the way for my own mental sanity. I've never tried anything from the Nothing brand lineup. That is until now. My first taste was the Nothing Ear Open. And oh boy, did that make the hair on my arms stand up to the point that I kind of needed more. Now I have 3 products all in different categories. Let's dive in and see what my thoughts are on each of them. With that said, welcome back, folks, to the Spacey Tropics review channel. It's your boy Andy here. Here's my general take on the Nothing brand of headphones. Before we get deep into the video, I just want to take a moment to pause and thank the folks that have just recently subscribed to the channel. I do truly appreciate you guys, as I am on my journey to 5,000 subs. And I hope you, who may be brand new, would like to come along for the ride and go ahead by hitting that subscribe button down below and being a part of the Spacey Tropics community. With that said, let's go ahead and get into the actual video. Now, this one's going to be a little bit different because it's not just a single product. So as far as preliminary info is on these products, I'm just going to tell you what I have to review today. I have the Nothing Ear Open. That's their style of open earbuds. I have the Nothing Ear A, possibly the best entry-level ANC headphone or ANC earbuds from Nothing. I have the Nothing Ear 3, which is their pro level. This is the cream of the crop, the top of the top in terms of the Nothing brand's noise canceling earbuds. And it is no joke. I have the flagship Nothing Headphone 1, and then their recently dropped Nothing Headphone A. Honestly, the lineup is stacked, and each one of them in their own right is awesome. So let's go ahead and get 5 things that stand out about each of them. So first up, for the Nothing Ear Open, my absolute favorite in terms of open earbuds. The case obviously stands out, and I kind of actually like it quite a lot as compared to your normal thick, chunky case. This is a nice slim case, even though it's really long. The EQ, yes, EQ gives a lot of functionality to this thing. The fit and comfort is superb without falling out too easily. Design is modern and kind of fits the aesthetic that I have going on or I'm trying to create. And last but not least, to me, these are some of the best sounding open earbuds on the market that you could get for the price. If you get it on sale, $98. That's what I paid, and that is awesome. I know a lot of you are going to be commenting down below, but what about the Shokz OpenFit Pro? Well, I don't really have OpenFit Pro cash flow right now because I just recently became a dad of 2, and obviously my money is more towards the kids and the family and my wife. So, yeah, it might take a while unless you guys are willing to give this video, say, I don't know, 40 likes. Then maybe we'll see if we can find something in the savings or the coffers or whatever I got, my little piggy bank, to see if I can muster up something to buy the OpenFit Pro and give you guys a real review. Next up, we have Nothing Ear A. The yellow is honestly my favorite. Not sure why, but I just like it. The 11mm drivers on the inside of this thing provide super deep bass and pretty decent vocals for something that I got on sale for $58. So let's just call it 60. For $60, this thing is killer. It's stellar. It's awesome. And with the app and the EQ adjustments and so on and so forth, boom, mind blowing. If you could find this thing for $58 like I did, don't sleep. Go get them. The yellow case is another thing that I like about it. It matches the aesthetic very nicely. And I am pleased, happy, I am ecstatic, even for the open earbuds as well, that Nothing only uses physical controls, or somewhat of a physical control. It's not no finicky touch control, it's just straight up you and a click. a press, whatever you want to call it. The Nothing Ear 3. The sound is wow. Just trust me, okay? The talk feature that's a part or built into the case is one of the cooler things that I've seen in a long time from any manufacturer. The ANC is not only adaptive but can be set to whatever strength I want, a feature that I thought only Bose and other high-end companies had. Bass is strong, and I mean it is very strong, and with the bass enhancement, bass boost, whatever you want to call it, inside that's in the app to push this thing further. I don't mean the EQ, I mean an actual bass enhancement feature. Woof. That's all I gotta say, man. Overall, the aesthetic is just very pleasing of this. Next up, the Nothing Headphone 1. Superb sound. It's the flagship, of course. It's supposed to sound good. I am in love with the way that Nothing has done the physical controls for this overhead headphone. Love the little scroll wheel, clicky button to press play, pause, raise the volume, whatever the case may be. Love the little flap switch that just, next track, backtrack, whatever the case may be, and it clicks. I'm in shock. I didn't think, people still cared about, putting a nice touch to physical controls on headphones nowadays. It's refreshing, and I am here for it every single day of the week. Even a nice little good physical slider switch for the power button. The travel case is nice. It's robust. I know I have seen the Nothing CEO watch a particular big YouTuber. Won't say his name, but it has something to do with 720p HD, you know what I mean? And Mr. 720p stated that the case's zipper is bad, and then goes to refer to the magnetic flap on the XM6 from Sony. Now, if you guys have seen that video, and I know the Sony bros have put some dislikes on that one, but thankfully the likes still outshine. The magnetic flap is the biggest gimmick that I have ever seen in my entire life. You can argue with me all you want, but it can pry open. It does not protect your headphone properly from dust, and there is a chance if you place it in your bag wrong, the clasp can open. Okay? I'm just saying. It's not going to beat a traditional zipper anytime soon. And if I'm being honest, the zipper on the Nothing Headphone 1 is perfectly fine. The active noise cancellation is pretty good on the Headphone 1. It's just, there's just something lacking a little bit as compared to something like top tier, like from Bose or from Sony or from some of the higher end brands. Now, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that it's a bad pair of ANC headphones. It's really good ANC, and once you crank up the volume, you don't really care about the ANC at that point. But I just feel like there could be maybe a few slight tweaks, just a few slight tweaks to make it a little bit more quieter, make it a little bit more of a let me give you a hug kind of environment instead of, hey, I have ANC on my headphones. And last but not least, the Nothing Headphone A. Take everything I said about the Headphone 1, drop it down about 15%, and yeah, you got 85% of what the Headphone 1 is, you get with the Headphone A. That's it. Now, as far as things I don't like, this might be quick. For the ear open, honestly, not much. Even with minor flaws that you all may notice, to me, as far as open earbuds are concerned, I'm perfectly fine with this package. Yes, I'm also definitely fine with the case not having wireless charging. It's not the end of the world, guys. Just plug it in, please. Holy crap, just plug it in. And then the little shaking bit, I got them right here. The little shaking, that's just these metal pieces here, the little anchors on the loop, shaking about and making some noise. I've seen way too many big reviewers say how annoyed they are by that. I'm not annoyed. I'm not. It's perfectly fine. The Nothing Ear A. Sometimes I hear a popping noise from time to time. I don't know if maybe that's just it needs a firmware update or something, but just it's not often, but I do hear it. And then the other thing, the little click, maybe I can turn it off and I just didn't find the button for it yet, but when I try to raise the volume via the headphones, there is a very loud click and it is so annoying, and I don't like it. I don't like it. If there's a way to change it, I'm going to try to find it. If not, maybe somebody in the comment section can tell me how to turn that off, because I just want to raise the volume. That's all. Without it going. the whole time. That's wild. The Nothing Ear 3. Honestly, there's not much to report here other than ANC is great. Transparency mode. Maybe it could be a little bit better. I mean, I'm not expecting Apple levels of transparency mode, but I am expecting something a little bit better, especially the microphones that listen to me while talking. Like, I can hear folks properly, but I sound like it doesn't help, okay? So maybe a little bit better on the transparency mode. The Nothing Headphone 1, same sentiment. Transparency mode could be a little bit better. And the same goes for the Headphone A. The lineup itself is so well put together. There's just overall not much to say bad about them. How does it compare to the competition? Well, I'll tell you what, it gives them a massive run for the money. Haha. Especially Sony and Bose when it comes to audio quality. The Nothing brand gives me all the controls I could ever want, from the EQ to bass enhancements, low latency modes, USB-C audio pass-through. I'm looking at you, Sony. And an easy-to-use app. Hear that? Easy-to-use app. Again, Sony, what are we doing here? The app is very intuitive. The app is straightforward to the point, and it makes connecting through each one of the headphones a breeze. Fit and finish is superb compared to some of the big boys. And truth is, actual metal was used in the hinges here. And I'm here for it. So, final thoughts. While I do have individual reviews coming soon for all of these products, I really wanted to go ahead and make this general video for the person that's skeptical about the Nothing brand. You see these headphones pop up on an Amazon feed or in a video, or your friend has them, or you just see them on the subway and you know about them or something like that. Somebody's using them, and you're curious. Well, you very much can put that curiosity to bed. The Nothing brand has top-notch quality headphones and earbuds. The open earbud, in terms of all open earbuds, to me is top of the class. Again, I know the Shokz OpenFit Pro is out there, and if you guys want me to review that, 40 likes on this video would be sufficient. But as of right now, in the realm of open earbuds that I have and have used, Nothing is on top. No pun intended. As far as the big boy players in terms of earbuds are concerned, again, Nothing. The brand Nothing is on top as far as what I have. They trump AirPod Pro 3s. They trump some of the Bose products that I have. And although I don't have the Sony earbuds, I know they trump the Sony earbuds too. And some of the other big players like Bang & Olufsen and all that fancy jet. Look, for the price you're getting them at, yeah, they're going to trump everything. Then we move on to the big boy headphones, over ears. The Nothing Headphone A, huge surprise, 85% of what the flagship Headphone 1 is, in a package that you can not only afford, but it becomes even more affordable when on discount. Even with its normal price of $200 for the Headphone A, it's still a steal of a deal, and I have been seeing it go down as low as $179.99 right now. Because it's a new product, I don't imagine it going down way too low, but $179.99 for what you're getting in this package, fantastic overall. Fantastic. The Headphone 1 is no slouch either. You still get some decent quality stuff with the Headphone 1 just to hear, better sound, better drivers, stuff like that. But I mean, you can't really go wrong with the Headphone A either. So, and I think the next big thing to think about is that the main players in all of this, Sony, Bose, Apple, we got Bang & Olufsen, we got Bowers & Wilkins, we got a lot of big name players selling headphones for a minimum of $450 or more. And you got the Nothing Headphone 1 at its MSRP of, I think $280, $290? And then it goes on sale for even cheaper than that? Come on. Don't play with me. For headphones that sound like this, don't play with me. Go and try out something from the Nothing brand of headphones if you've been hesitant before. This is my blessing to you. Thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this video about all of the Nothing headphones or Nothing earbuds as well that I have in my arsenal right now. Please go ahead, like, comment, share the video. You never know if somebody may need a little bit more information or that push to go ahead and buy something from the Nothing brand in terms of their headphones or earbuds. With that said, I will go ahead and catch y'all in the next one.